ain't your ordinary football show. It's the Old Dominion Football Show with Bruce Rader and Coach Bobby Wilder.
For the first 37 minutes last week, Old Dominion looked like the best team in Conference USA. But a season-ending injury to quarterback David Washington and a fourth-quarter breakdown led to a devastating loss to Southern Miss, setting up a historic regular season-ending showdown tomorrow between the Monarchs and Florida Atlantic. What's at stake? Let's find out. The Old Dominion Football Show starts now. I'm Bruce Rader along with head coach Bobby Wilder. And coach, it's very simple. Win tomorrow, you go to your first ever bowl game, lose, and you start working on next year.
This is what a feeling, Bruce. As I've been telling the kids when we got to November, that the games in November are the games you remember. Those are the games that make or break your season. Sure, September, October are important, but when you get here, everything's on the line, and we've won 2 of 3 so far in November, Bruce. We are 19-3 as a program in games in November, so our kids are so excited about this game.
All right, Coach, it always starts with the quarterback. You lose David Washington to a season-ending injury, and now it's Schuler Bentley's team again, and Schuler seems to be much more confident than he was when he started the first half of the season.
Yeah, he really is, Bruce. He had such a tough stretch, that 3 games when we played 3 really good teams in NC State, App State, and Marshall, and then he had a chance, Bruce, for the better part of 6 weeks to step back when David took over and just really focus on getting better as a quarterback with Coach Whitcomb, spending all his time in practice, footwork drills, everything he needed to do to improve. And that really helped his confidence. You remember, Bruce, 3 weeks ago when he came back when David was out for Western Kentucky, played well, threw 3 touchdowns, ran for a touchdown, and then he comes in this game. He doesn't know he's playing. He comes in early in this game. Our first 3 possessions, Bruce, we went 3 and out when David was in at quarterback. Schuler comes in, we score on 4 of the next 5 possessions. So his last 2 games, Bruce, he's thrown for 215 yards on average, 6 touchdowns, and 1 interception off a tip ball. He's played good football his last 2 games.
All right, Coach, what happened to David Washington, and what are your plans for his future?
Torn ACL, torn MCL, and torn meniscus.
Ooh.
This is a really bad one. Yeah, Bruce, he'll be 4 to 6 weeks while the MCL heals, and then they'll go in and operate on the ACL. And I've talked to David every day. Bruce, he was unbelievable at that game. Even with that injury, he's on the sideline. He's emotional talk at halftime after the game. He's truly a leader of our team, and he said to me, and I quote, "I will be back."
Let's talk about Florida Atlantic. These guys took 8th-ranked Florida into overtime last week. What's up with them?
This has been their team all year, Bruce. I'm shocked they're 2-9. They've lost 5 games by a touchdown or less. They've been in every game. Even Marshall and Western Kentucky, the 2 best teams in our division record-wise, they lost by 2 touchdowns to them. And then they go to Florida, as you mentioned, number 8 in the nation. Florida's fighting for a bowl championship spot, and they hold them to 250 yards, lose 20-14 in overtime, and dominated the line of scrimmage in this game. As good as anybody in the league in the O-line, D-line. But there's a reason why they're 2-9. Like there's a reason why we're 5-6. There's mistakes in critical areas. But this is an evenly matched game, Bruce. It's going to be a good game.
All right. You guys have beaten some pretty good teams lately as well. How do you feel going into tomorrow's game? Boy,
what a week of practice, Bruce. The best week we've had this year. Our players understand the magnitude of this game. And one of the beautiful things, Bruce, that I've been coaching 29 years and I love about coaching is how excited young people get when there's a moment. And this is a moment. They have such a sense of urgency. I had 4 players, Bruce, come in this week that play a lot of reps on offense and defense and say, "Coach, we want to be on more special teams. This game's so important. It doesn't matter how we feel. We have to play on special teams." And that stuff's inspiring. Our kids are ready to play.
We know about David Washington. What about the other injuries, starting with your star running back, Ray Lowry?
Yeah, Ray, as you know, Bruce, we had him in that walking boot for 8 days, took him out. He practiced Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today. It's still a little bit sore, so Jeremy Cox will start. He'll play the snaps that he's good to go and play. And Ray is definitely available because it's all hands on deck for this one, so everybody's playing.
All right, still to come. Connor Mewborn has anchored the offensive line for the Monarchs the past 4 years, and when we come back, the senior from First Colonial High School in Virginia Beach enters a 1-minute drill, Coach.
That's
the very last time.
Oh, no.
Welcome back to the Old Dominion Football Show, the 1-minute drill. Connor Newborn, the redshirt senior tackle, and you are said to have the best Bobby Wilder impersonation. I can already see it coming. The best Bobby Wilder impersonation on the field. Your audience right here, Coach.
12th Monarchs, we're going to have a great year this year. Just remember, we're going to aim high. Everyone out there, go Monarchs. He's going to be so mad at me when he sees this.
What is the strangest quality about Coach Wilder?
His consistency. I know that's an odd answer, but since I was a freshman, he's had the same tendencies and mannerisms. Everything that he says, like when he walks in the team room, he says, "Good afternoon, gentlemen." We respond, "Good afternoon, coach." He says, "Always a pleasure." And we all respond, "Always." Since I was a freshman for 5 years, that's never gone away.
What is the perfect Friday night?
Just going out to dinner, getting a big steak, or making it. I'm a huge cook. I love cooking food. So homemade meal and watch a movie.
What is the one time that you can remember where you really messed up bad trying to cook something?
When I was really young, I didn't understand the whole foil in the microwave thing. So I'm just gonna, leave that for your imagination at home.
Were there fire trucks involved?
Very close. We had the home fire extinguisher handy, so kind of saved the day, saved the house. So, yeah, that's all right.
Best part about being a Monarch?
Best part about being a Monarch is, without a doubt, the 12 Monarchs. I'm a local boy here from Virginia Beach, and I can't tell you how awesome it is to play for my hometown. The crowd's just electric.
Another season ahead. Why don't you say goodbye to the Monarch Nation?
All right, Monarch Nation. See you later. Come out, support. Go Monarchs.
Ain't no more to it.
Time for the Coach's Corner. Coach, this week's question: have you had any encounters with Virginia Tech coach Frank Beamer, and what kind of legacy do you think he leaves behind?
I think he's one of the greatest coaches ever to coach the game. I had an unbelievable experience with him, Bruce, with my son Derek 2 years ago when Derek was a junior going up there on a recruiting visit, and he treated us so well. Class act. He goes out a legend.
As you mentioned, it's November, the end of November. You have an opportunity to go to your first ever bowl game. I would assume that tomorrow is the biggest game in Old Dominion football history.
It is. It's the 84th game we've played, Bruce. I can't believe I'm saying that, how young we are as a program, but it's clearly the biggest game, and I'm including all the playoff games because here we are in our first ever season of being eligible. We got a shot to go bowling. Can't wait.
You have a lot of young kids on this team. How hard has it been this week to keep them focused and settled down regarding tomorrow's game?
It's been the opposite, Bruce. So much energy and enthusiasm, which you get with young people. We've got 33 first and second year players. They're so excited for this game.
All right, here you have it. The regular season finale for the Monarchs tomorrow at noon at SB Ballard Stadium against the Florida Atlantic Owls. Everything is on the line. How important are the fans, Coach?
We need them loud and proud.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend, everybody.